Like getting pegged, I've never been huge into Pokemon. My only experiences with it before a few months ago were the Pokemon anime and not liking the games that I played. My first game was Pokemon X when I was about 7 years old. I remember getting stuck somewhere in Lumio City and selling it a few years later. For Christmas, a few years after I got Pokemon X, I think in 2018, I got Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. Like X, I got a few gyms in and never picked it back up. A bit later, I decided I wanted another shot at Pokemon. I couldn't just finish Let's Go Pikachu or X, though, because, the games I already had, because every review at the time said the new ones are dookie shit and made for pussy-ass, bitch-ass little babies. So I went to a local game store and bought Pokemon Fire Red on the Game Boy Advance for $30. A remake of the first Pokemon games. At the time, what people called the best Pokemon games. I played it for a few hours and never really touched it again. I hated random encounters, trainers in the middle of routes, all the slow, annoying shit. I know why they're in the game, I know why some people like it. I just hate how it constantly halts your progress with a damn worm. Like, just go around it, gang. Which brings me to a few months ago. For some reason, probably the sudden surge of people getting in gang fights over a 151 tin, I decided to finally finish Let's Go Pikachu, a whole 7 years later. I really like this game. Not having to go through a 6-second long unskippable cutscene along with clicking through several menus for a chance at catching a rat made the game feel a lot less sluggish for some reason. I really like this game, and I was excited for Pokemon Legends ZA. The new battle system reminded me a lot of the one in Yokai Watch 4. X and Y were some of my favorite shows when I was little. And once again, I didn't have to cycle through 4 different menus to catch Thunder Thighs over here. And a couple of months ago, I bought Pokemon Legends ZA for the Nintendo Switch 2. I plugged it into the system, stepped into Lumio City, and I was a little bit disappointed. However, after spending more time in this game with the battle system and the story and the cake, I think it's so fucking tough. If you genuinely think this is the biggest scam in gaming and got baited into this video expecting me to shit all over it, I reeled your bitch ass in like how Bonnie Blue reeled in her victims. As of me recording this, I have over 80 hours in this game. I beat the main story, I finished all the base game side quests, and I almost finished the DLC's post game. Now, before I ride this game like how Bush rode Trump, I have one main complaint. It does not look good. I'd say it looks bad. Shitty, even. One of the biggest rebuttals to this is graphics don't matter. Graphics absolutely matter. Graphics fidelity doesn't matter. That's like 1080p, 720p, 1440p, 4K. But if the game's textures and models, its graphics, are ugly, well then I'm gonna have a worse experience. Of course I want the game that I'm spending several hours in to look pretty. And this game is not pretty. Buildings are flat, the lighting is iffy, some things look boxy and rigid, while others are sharp and they have so much depth. This game's graphics are so inconsistent. Although graphics do matter, I'd say they matter significantly less than other components of a game that I think Legends ZA excels in. Like fun. Trainer battles take like 4 minutes max, catching is quick. It's like I'm like a pitching machine, I just huck Ultra Balls the whole time. Animations, even though the game doesn't look good, the animations make the game feel so much better. Volt Tackle makes my Pikachu look like a badass. Protect feels like Perfect Shield in Smash Brothers. The game feels great. Now, if you've watched this far, you could probably sniff out that I think Pokemon Legends ZA is more than worth the $70 price point on Switch 2, and even the $60 price point on Switch 1. I think it's worth it. You might not, because you are a whole different person. And that brings me to what I think is the actual biggest scam in gaming. Around the same time I bought ZA, I bought Kirby and the Forgotten Land for Switch 2. Like Pokemon, I was completely indifferent to Kirby. I own a few plushies, and that's about it. I'd never finished a Kirby game. I always wanted to, but they never hooked me in like Mario World or Yoshi's Island. I thought this game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land, was finally gonna get me interested in Kirby. It was the first Kirby game I finished, and its rating on these sites was so much higher than Pokemon Legends ZA. I expected it to blow me away, especially because 3D platformers are my shit. But it didn't really leave an impression on me. I felt like I wasted my money, my $80. On the complete contrary, I felt extremely hesitant to buy Pokemon. All the hate it had been getting made me second guess myself and my hype. Had it not been for the Switch 2's hype phase, I probably wouldn't have even considered buying it. But this game, this poorly optimized, flat-looking, shitty-looking Switch 2 game with no voice acting and awkward cutscenes blew me away. Nut in my pants at every moment. To me, this game is phenomenal. I understand the drama with it. I get why people are mad. And it's not just Game Freak's fault, just Nintendo's fault, or just Creature's fault. It's all three of them. Game Freak isn't some indie studio. They're not owned by Nintendo or Creatures. They're rich as hell. They could have also invested into the game. They just chose not to. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I didn't think I got $70 of enjoyment out of this game. And if you don't think it's worth $70, that's okay. Because I wouldn't spend $70 on Cyberpunk. Hell, I wouldn't spend $20. I wouldn't play it even if it was free. You know why? Because I don't like Cyberpunk. I don't care if it's critically acclaimed, if it's a masterpiece, if it's damn near worshipped by its community. It's not my kind of game. It doesn't appeal to me, and I'm not interested. There's a million other games I'd spend $70, even $80 on over Cyberpunk. Just like how this game might not appeal to you. Video games are too subjective to boil down to a percentage point or a letter grade. A game that's in your top 5 might not even make it into my B tier, and a game that's in your B tier might not have appealed to me at all. My friend hates Sunshine's controls. The controls are my favorite part of that game. I felt like Mario Odyssey was the weakest 3D Mario game. It's my other friend's favorite. I've never had any interest in Nubby's fucking Number Factory, but my big friend Carter insists it's Game of the Year. I swear, some people treat these reviews like gospel. Yo bro, Mario Kart is cooked bro, it scored 10% less than Sonic on where'smyyellowpaint.com. Okay, yeah, cool. But what if I like Mario Kart more? What if, given the option, I'd rather spend $10 extra on Mario Kart? How about, hear me out here, I say I like this game, and you say you don't. Because then we're both right. If I say I like this game, that's a fact. I like this game. I do like this game. But if I say I think you'd like this game, or I think you shouldn't buy this game, then it's completely up in the air if I'm right. So no, I cannot in good faith recommend this game. I can't recommend any game, because I don't know you. I don't know what you like. Nobody can recommend anybody online a game if they don't know them. Sure, I can get an idea. If you're watching my video, you probably have at least a moderate interest in Nintendo games. But all signs were pointing to me loving Kirby, and I ended up feeling like I wasted money. All I can tell you is that I really like this game. I got more than 80 hours of enjoyment out of my purchase. I found the story incredible, and the battles were the most fun I've had playing the game since I finished Pikmin 2 during the pandemic when I was supposed to be in Miss Malcolm's math class. I had fun playing a game that I bought. Why should I care if you don't like it? And if you didn't buy a game that you won't like, why do you care that I did? I feel like I got more than my money's worth. The value of a game, just like any other product, is completely dependent on if you value it as much as the money you want to spend. Not how much the manufacturer spent on it, but how much you, the consumer, wants to spend on it. Would I rather have $30 or Minecraft? $70 or Zelda? My liver or DDR5? And no one, not a single soul, understood this concept more than my GOAT, my glorious king himself, Coop772.
And this blaster does not have the same mechanical locks featured in a Strife, so you can finger bang this blaster out of the box. It's difficult to find these pads in adult sizing, by the way. For some reason, they think they're only for children. It's really difficult. Luckily, my 10-year-old neighbor is like 300 pounds, so it fits me just fine. When it's not creamy, it kind of feels bad, if you know what I mean.
Up until a few years ago, he'd review foam dart blasters with an objective overview, followed by a firing demo, and finally, his personal opinion. Obviously, video games are a little more complicated than a Nerf toy, but I want more people to apply a similar format to their reviews. And I'm gonna start with none other than Kraken, Part 1. If you enjoyed this video, you should subscribe to the HighFace1123 YouTube channel. I upload sometimes.